This would have to be the least expected part of the Longines Museum. We know about dress watches, we know about adventure, but do we know how deep Longines' history in design and experimentation goes? I didn't, I certainly didn't. Now this watch brings that all back, which is the Dolce Vita now in 2021. This very much evokes the Art Deco era. It's very much a product of its time, and so are these watches. Let's get into this new collection in 2021. The Longines Dolce Vita collection is going to look familiar to people that love the brand, and particularly to people that love smaller sized watches, because it's been around for quite a while, but it's just had a boost of muscles, a boost of size. This is the L5.767 Dolce Vita, which clocks in at 28.2 by 47 millimeters in dimensions. This is an unusual proposition on the wrist, but it's one we really like because of course this style of watch, this rectangular style, is iconic in the dress watch world. And Longines enter the equation here with a watch that just does everything that they do very well. However, there are some points to consider. And the first is a really obvious one, which is how high this watch sits off the wrist. Regrettably, we didn't have calipers. There is no current measurement for the height of the watch, but it's a blessing and a curse because of course this has a beautiful stepped case design, which you can see again evokes that Art Deco era that this is hailing from. Now let's get on to what is sumptuously executed here by Longines, which is the dial. We have a creamy center dial with a sector pattern across and a date perfectly executed. All the date window haters have nothing to say about this watch because the date, exactly where it is above the 6, is placed symmetrically perfectly, and the watch, for me, has its strongest suit in the dial. We have two different dial finishings too. We have more of a satiny outer ring or outer square, and then we have this sector dial in the center. And the creamy sector dial plays off those blued hands just so well. And then we have this little tiny sort of chapter ring, which isn't a ring of course because this is in a rectangle. How do you describe that? It's a chapter rectangle inside for you to track the seconds on the outer edge of the dial. We have Arabics at 12, 3, 6 and 9. As I look at this watch, I am struck by its symmetrical perfection. This is a absolutely OCD person's dream. In terms of movements across this collection, and we do have multiple variations here in different sizes, some with diamonds, different executions of the dial. We have Roman numeral dials, we have Arabic numeral dials. Across the collection, we have 3 variations of the movement. We have quartz movements in the smaller sizes, and we have the Longines modified ETA 980.153 and .163. In the model we're looking at, we have the caliber L592, which is a automatic movement. It beats at 28,800 vibrations per hour, and it has a 45-hour power reserve. Now, in terms of sizes, we're featuring the 28.2 by 47 millimeter version. In terms of bracelet options for this model, we have black, blue, or brown leather straps with buckle. And we have that stainless steel with triple safety folding clasp and push piece opening mechanism option too. So what do we have here? We have Longines doing what they do so well, which is leaning on their provenance, because of course this watch has so many historical precedents in the Longines archive. This is no aping a design, this is taking one of hundreds of options from the archive and giving it a modern twist with a slightly larger size and giving people the option of both. It's a wonderful platform for all watch lovers, and we're frankly excited about this one because again Longines can offer all this at a price that is accessible to many people who love watches and are ready to add a statuesque new dress watch to their collection. Bravo Longines, another winner. It's been a good year. We've picked out the favorites. This is one of them. There are plenty more around our channel. Go have a look, or maybe click one of the fancy suggestions at the end of this video. My name is Andrew McCutcheon. It's been great. Please leave your comments as always. Tell us what you think of this new Dolce Vita in larger sizes, and don't hold back. You never do. Thank you.